Hello and welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about food storage in an apartment setting and how to store your food in a limited area of space, such as an apartment. Um, we'll start off where you want to go ahead and store as much food as possible so you have enough food in your house uh, or in your apartment to hold off any catastrophe so you don't have to run to the grocery store at the last second and run into a situation like this or like this. Now, if you have a home, you have a lot of space to play with, and you can do as much as you want in terms of preparation. Now, a lot of preppers that do have homes have shelves and rows of food stored up from anywhere from three months to a year to in some cases 2 to 5 years. So since we don't have that option, we are looking at actual apartment storage prepping. Now, when it comes to being in an apartment and food storage, you have to think outside the box. Now, most preppers live in an apartment, whether it's in the suburbs, in the urban environment, or even in the projects in some of the bigger cities. You have to look at how you're going to do it. So here's the idea we come up with. You can store food under your bed in buckets. We saw this on the internet. You could buy shelves with doors, and store food in there, so it just kind of blends in. You could store food, by organization in your refrigerator for perishables. Um, Closet space, maybe extra closet space that you don't use or you underuse it. You can store stuff in there. Even in closets that you do use, you could put them in jars or whatever. Also, you could get one of those shoe racks and stick food in there. Uh, a lot of those empty water bottles or pop bottles that you usually get, you can store food in there. Like I said, these are just ideas that have been floating around on the internet, stuff that we've thought of as well. And if you can get a storage unit close to your apartment or attached to your apartment, you can utilize that as well. You probably want to put non-perishables in uncontrolled environments, uh, like an outside storage unit or something like that. More perishables you want to put in refrigerators, stuff like that. But you want to utilize as much of the space that you have as possible. Like I said, you can add shelves to, say, the upper levels of your closets. You could probably put shelves in your closets, uh, hide it with clothes or whatever, coats, what have you. You can also, like I said earlier, um, get buckets, put it under your bed, buckets of food under your bed. Yeah, I know it seems a little silly, but it actually has some sound to it when you're thinking about, okay, I'm I'm going to be bugging in for a while. I'm going to be here for a while. Say if it's some kind of natural disaster or a plague situation or even a blackout or something like that. You have the food and you know where it is. Um, and therefore you have the means to survive and come out of your house as little as possible when an emergency situation does occur. So again, when it comes to apartment prepping, you want to utilize as much space that you think you have, or even space that you don't even realize that you have. You want to take an inventory of how much space you have that's not really being used, and store food and water in places that you haven't even thought of yet. So go ahead and take an inventory of your apartment. Look and see. Well, I could put a shelf here, or I could put this there. Da 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 da, and then you'll see how much that you can actually store in an apartment. you'll be pleasantly surprised by what you find out and realize. Well, until next time, folks, happy prepping, and remember, the future belongs to those who prepare. Yes, I did steal that from DimCab, but it was very good. All right, have a good day.